play. Coach Morris talked about needing all three phases of the game to kind of click at the same time. Do you feel like kind of that mentality you had could apply to the whole team as far as just go out and play and that could benefit everybody?
Yeah, there's a lot of thinking going on, and I think we need to move towards more reacting. Thinking is what happens Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays when you just got to react. So I think that's what I myself have to transition into, and I can imagine as defense you don't really have much time to think while you're back there. You just got to react and steady so hard that it becomes second nature.
The offense really clicked in the second half of the last game. What do you attribute that to?
We just started doing things better. Started throwing a little better. We started. I got some time from up front. Our receivers were catching the ball. I mean, like I said, there's no secret recipe to it. We just played harder and just did better.
I mean, is there something to be said about just being more comfortable in the offense? You know, at this point in the season.
Yeah. I mean, you're always, especially during the season, you're installing like game plan stuff. So I mean, like probably 10 to 15% of your calls you put in on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So you just got to kind of adapt to those quick. But with our base game plan, there's definitely more familiarity the longer you're in it.
How much are you doing at the line of scrimmage now?
I mean, not an incredible amount. Just what I need.
Is it more from week one though to where you're at now?
Nothing in particular. I mean, it's what the defense tells you to do. I mean, if I could have the whole world of checks in my back pocket, but if I don't have to use any of them, you don't have to use any of them. We haven't really had too many teams do exotic things time and time again. You really only need to change 2, 3, 4 things a game, but doing that hopefully will you'll save a sack, save a play, hit something big. So nothing really crazy.
Is Arizona State, because it has a reputation as being a kind of a blitz happy team, a team where you have to maybe do some more of that stuff?
I mean, that's a lot of the coaches put that on themselves to make sure our game plan is sound, so that we can shape the formation, protections, and runs, so that we can sort of try to predict their blitz situations, because every team has a rhyme and reason to what they do. So our coaches put in as much work as they can to try and figure that out and take more off of my plate, but they also give me predetermined things to go to and to adjust based on looks that we get, because you're never going to be 100%, but you try to coach your players to where those few times that you're wrong, they have a plan on what to go to.
Did Andre James get invited to the lineman dinner this week?
Lineman dinner is actually Wednesday, yeah, so lineman dinner's tonight.
Okay, so you're going to get invited this week?
Yeah, we'll see.
He's not usually there, right?
It depends. Sometimes we'll have 2 or 3 guys that have homework, and in the summer we'll get everyone, so it rotates based on schedules.
How did you feel he did filling in for Colton?
He did pretty well. His game's fast. I mean, he's just got to a lot of what happens with linemen is you have to believe how strong you are. You have to trust yourself, because even though the guys across from you are really big, you kind of are really big too. So you just have to trust your technique and believe in yourself, because once you start to try and compensate here and there, that's when a good defensive player will see that.
Short of having a change at center, if any of the other 4 offensive linemen are out, does that affect the way you play at all?
Not at all. I mean, it can affect the way you play. It can affect the play calling, but if I have one way to read, there's one way to read every play against a single coverage, and if you can't stray from that, regardless of who's in front of you, if you have 2 or 3 offensive linemen, you just the play calling may change. You get it out quicker. Or if your protection's really holding up that game, you can go a little deeper. But from my end, that doesn't change at all.